Hey guys, it's ToyHunterTony here with episode 277, Famous Monsters of Filmland, Godzilla Top 10. Alright, so this week's episode is going to feature, yes, more Godzilla stuff. Nikki's in the house, freshly back from Disney, and guess what he got me? Not a damn thing. I got you a Panther shirt. Yeah, I left it on your front porch for 2 days. Yeah. So, anyways, how about them Panthers? We were able to go to the third preseason game. Technically, it was a home game for the Steelers. We sat in some great seats. I wanted to do a huge shout out to, you guys know who you are. Anyways, had a blast. And we really were looking forward to the first game. And man, it was no better than watching fourth string and third string trying to make the team. It was real difficult. You didn't come here to listen to me bash the Panthers. Look at the Ravens-Bills game. Best game we've seen last year, even in the playoffs. Those two played a hell of a football game. Came down to like one mistake. A number one running back never fumbles and got caught. I mean, it was insane. The Bills defensive lineman, as he's falling to the ground, punched his arm and then punched out as he's falling to the ground. I've never seen Derrick Henry fumble like that before. He didn't lose the game because there's a whole bunch of other plays that make and break a game. But that was technically one mistake that turned the tides and the Bills came back to win. So if the Ravens make one mistake and lose per game, you can't be the Panthers and have 7 people make one mistake. That's not good football. That reminds me of high school football or pee-wee football. Nikki's already telling me just to cut it out with the Panthers. I do want to announce the season started off for Greensboro College. Our Max Steele, who set the record for tackles last year at 381 or 383, depending on what publication you look. He's coaching linebackers, and they won their first game. They won the Super Bowl game. So congratulations to the coaching staff and all the players at Greensboro College. It was great to see everybody come out on the winning side. So they're 1-0 this season, and Max is 1-0 in his first debut as a coach for a college team. And then this, I swear to you, we have no more Godzilla stuff. We have no, I lied. We got more Godzilla stuff. You came here for Godzilla. It's right there. Famous Monsters of Filmland. I had to find out some information, which I will share with you here shortly. But we're got to get into this week's top 10. You can go back and look at episode 166 of On the Hunt to see these, where we got these at Emerald City. There's a few things in here, not from Emerald City, but the bulk of it is from that video. And then we got to do some shout outs. We've got some new subscribers. We got Ben Christopher, welcome to the hunt. We've got AdTwin33, welcome to the hunt. Volka Tecton, welcome to the hunt. I didn't butcher that one. And then Preston Beard, welcome to the hunt. And then I've got, Nikki's got, we got one more. Shaustep Stinfilets? Shaustep Stinfilets? Am I even close, Nick? Shaustep Stinfilets. Show the episode. Okay, thank you. We don't get political here, Nikki. Keep that to yourself. Sorry about that. And if I was mispronouncing your name, Shaustep Stinfilets. Okay, great. I got it, Nick. Ha 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 ha. And then Janet, hi, said don't eat what's inside. If you did not know, we had a Superman, geez Louise, 8 years old, 10-year-old movie cereal. I bet you the marshmallows are still good, Mom. Always looking out for me. I always like that. All right, that's it for shout-outs. Nikki, little shit. Thanks. All right, so this week, as you can tell, is we wanted to do some Godzilla stuff. So we use famous monsters of Filmland, and we've got some hardbacks. Let's just get right into it. That was a long intro about football. Yeah, I was wearing my shirt. All right, shut up, Nick. All right, so this is not part of the top 10. Oh, that's not even the right button. All right, so we are going to look down here. Oh, you notice the background? We have cleaned this off. We are prepped. Those are our next top 10s. We have got them prepped and ready to go. So we haven't done a top 10. Nikki kind of does a lot of that work, and he was on vacation. We did stockpile some videos, and we were pretty steady. So I hope you enjoy the content. Remember, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you like ramblings of an old man and the quietness of his eldest son. But yeah, so we've got this all set up, and you can see there's no Godzilla stuff there, but we still have some Godzilla cards in front of Nikki. Michael and I are going to go through that box later this week, but not tonight. But anyways, all our toys and stuff that was here are down at our Stokesdale Marketplace. If you had the over-under of 8 minutes before we mentioned our booth at Stokesdale Marketplace in Stokesdale, North Carolina, you've scored bonus points. All right, I forgot what we were doing. Oh, yeah, so we're going to get right to it. This is considered a bonus. We were doing some research, and Nikki found this. So here, look at this. So we are going down here. So this is issue 245, June 1998. And don't get confused by the Godzilla photo there. In 1998 was the new U.S. release of Godzilla. That is the skinny Godzilla. The Japanese fandom call it Zilla. So it's appeared in other movies since then, but it's called Zilla. But they were really anticipating a big movie with Godzilla. Unfortunately, it wasn't the Godzilla that is on here. It was the skinny Godzilla. Yeah, I don't really want to get into it, but Nikki found this, and it's got a $15 value. It's pretty clean. We're gonna put that up. We're gonna put that up on the bonus section. Why is this so shiny? Let's see. But that'll just be included. What is this right here? Really weird. I don't know. I know what it is. It's the comic books. The comic books are reflecting, or maybe we didn't zoom in, Nick. Let's see if we can zoom in. Let me see. We're gonna edit this. Let's see. No, I can't edit it, Nick. It won't let me. It's that video. How about that video? Wall items. There we go. We'll click on that. We'll hit edit. Configure video. And then we're going to zoom in. Maybe that's what it is. Look at that, Nick. Where have you been, Nick? What happened? Did you reset this? Did we lose power? I bet you we lost power. That's why that looked funny. Anyways, the comic books are blind from the light. Interesting. All right. We're just going to have to deal with the blindness of the light. I don't have the overhead on. No, Nick. And then Nikki's like, let's start all over. How are you guys doing? We're doing pretty good. We've cleaned up. We moved a lot of stuff. We've got a lot of stuff going out to our booth this week. I bet you these Godzilla magazines, if you ever get to see them, will be out there. And I'm losing my voice. It's from Screaming on Saturday. It was real exciting. All right, you ready? So this is technically number 10 of this week's top 10. This is a G-Fan, which is a fan publication that started back in 1992. Believe it or not, a Canadian teacher put together like a 4-page photocopy of information about the movies that were going on at the time, some fan art, and they sent it out to each other. By issue 7, they had over 100 subscribers, and then issue 8 was printed by a commercial publisher, and it's grown ever since. It's up to issue 147, and I think it's quarterly right now, but it's pretty cool. I've gotten a few of these from our local comic book store when I see a cover I like. Michael said he wanted to start collecting them. This is issue 54 from 2002. You can see right there, $4.95 when it first came out. It goes between $15 and $25, and you get it for a solid 20 bucks. Nikki had no clue. We got these boxes here, Nick. Nikki had no clue what that magazine was. Sorry. Kicked my kid. Can't do two things at once, Nick. Sorry. I was looking at this cover. I don't know the name of that monster. But this number 9 of this week is from 1998. It's got a beautiful cover. Another cover of Gamera. You do know we love that big turtle here. But it talks about the King Ghidorah's return and G-Fest 98. Love that magazine. This one's going between $15 and $25. Also from 1998, number 34. For 20 big ones. Let's put that up on the wall. Have you guys ever seen this magazine? Did you ever pick it up? It's got some. I know what it is, Nick. These are not going to sit here very well. I don't know what's going to happen here, Nick. Let's see. We'll go like that. It'll work. We'll be okay. Nikki said, "Keep talking." You keep talking. Why don't you just interrupt me every once in a while and just take over the damn show? All right, number 8 of this week. Now we're getting to it. So if you did not notice, this is Famous Monsters of Filmland, Monsters World. Look at that. So in the deep dive, you follow our channel. This is a cover by Bob Eggleton. Look at that. He just did a Mechagodzilla series here a couple of months ago, 1 through 5, I believe. Gorgeous. And this looks very similar to it. Bob, beautiful cover. You can see he's got his full Bob Eggleton. Some of the covers he just has BE, I guess for spacing purposes. But that is a beautiful cover. And I want to thank Emerald City for a huge selection, one of the largest collections of famous monsters. And I got lucky. I scored all the Bob's work covers because we love Godzilla here at the channel. This one goes between $15 and $25, and solid get at 20. And no, Nick, I haven't emailed Bob. He hasn't reached out to me. I do interact with him on Instagram, but not here at the channel on YouTube. Got to go check out Bob Eggleton on Instagram. Always doing cool stuff. Look at this. I love this one. This one has got a beautiful cover of Mothra. This is Famous Monsters of Filmland. It's going to be, we're going to get to that here in a minute. But this is, I'm trying to say July, August 2014 episode, issue 274, cover A by Bob Eggleton. What's funny is I'm looking at the cover. I really like how it looks fuzzy. It looks 3D, and that's a beautiful Godzilla pose. Yeah, all right. I'll stop sucking up, Nick. Beautiful book. $20 to $30. Solid pickup at $25. I don't know why. I don't know why this is so blurry, Nick. Maybe I got to turn the light down. Oh, I know why. We just said it. We lost power. We lost power, so I got to turn the shadowing down. What is that word? Let's see. Configure video, brightness. There we go, Nick. All right. I don't know if you guys can see us editing the software. There you go. Much better. Number 6. Gosh, that's a gorgeous looking Plant Monsters. This is issue number 274. It's similar to that one, but this is cover B. So he did 2 variants. Not enough goodness for one cover, so you get lucky and get a second cover. Love that one. Also from 2014. And that's 20 to 30 big ones. I'm just looking at that. It's real pretty. It does use oil painting, right? I'm sorry, Nikki's making fun of me. I can't help it. My kids love me. So Nick, because you haven't been here in a week, Mike's pick, Mike wanted this to bring this to your attention. So you guys, this is our halfway point, but I'll tell you all that here in a minute. So if you did not notice, same emblem, Monsters Land, and this isn't called Monster Land, it's called Monsterland. Forrest J. Ackerman's Monsterland. So if you did not know, Ackerman was a co-creator of Famous Monsters of Filmland back in 1958. Any of the first 30 issues are anywhere between $10,000 and $15,000. So whenever you see we'll show you. You just seen them, the other boxes. You're trying to find the first 30 high dollar books. It ceased publication in 1983. This started up in 85. This is issue 1. So this went for 17 issues. Unfortunately, the gentleman who brought this back hired Ackerman to put his name and likeness and everything on this magazine, and offered him like $4,000 per issue, and never paid him. And he even said that it'd take 15 per issue, and he would offer stories or content, but the guy that was releasing this never used his material. So basically, he offered him a job so he could use his likeness and his name, but never paid him. So unfortunately, there was a lawsuit. Issue 17 was the last issue of this run. So it looks very similar to this Monsters. Notice they wanted you to think it was a continuation of this book. This book started again in, what is it here? 2008. That was a long time. So almost 20 years. That's crazy. They were doing reprints. They were doing a website with content, but then they didn't start publishing it again in the physical media until 2009. Unfortunately, Ackerman passed away before he saw the publication again. But it's still going currently. I think it's up to once a year now. So we still pick up Famous Monsters of Filmland. There you go. That's a deep dive for you. This one, complete Godzilla saga. So they got a little plot synopsis of the Godzilla movies up until this time. Pretty cool. Plus, it's a snapshot of that time frame. But I didn't know all the drama that was going on behind the curtains. Damn, Wizard of Oz, you're killing me. So anyways, let's get it up on the wall for $20. I've seen this as high as 30, but Nikki's like 15 to 25, Dad. 15 to 25. And I was like, all right, thanks. We'll put that up in a big wall. There you go. That's Mike's pick, Nick. See, Mike does Nick and I. Mike does a good deep dive and loves stuff. Hey, we're at the halfway point. You've only been watching for 30 minutes, and man, we finally got to the good Godzilla stuff. We still got some really cool stuff here in the second half. I want to say thanks for the support. We had 2 orders that went out. What did Nikki say? Oh, Archie Digests. We don't have them here, but if you saw them from our other video, we have sold maybe about 20, 25 of them. I went back to the store, and I was able to get, sorry, you're watching me count on my fingers. Oh, and somebody made fun of me counting on my toes the other day. Yeah, you shouldn't be barefooted in here because if we have a loose wolf spider in here, that big old brown spider. That's a long story, but that's hilarious. We don't know where he is. We don't see a carcass. We've seen other spiders in here. I'm easily distracted. Shut up, Nikki. All right, so what the hell was I talking about? I was counting. I want to say Susan. Sue, 7 of the 9 Archie Digests are coming your way. The other 2 I've sold. And it is a random thing. I can't tell where they went. But we've seen them. We had them. and they weren't there. So I gave you a partial refund, and I gave you 7 of your Archie books are coming towards you. All right, and then Nikki said one other. What was the other one? Ghost Rider? Who bought Ghost Rider? Okay, I'm not falling for that again. It's not Showstep Epstein Flays. Shut up, Nikki. All right, sorry guys. Nikki's frying my brain. It's like that game where you say it and everyone else can hear you saying it. Yeah, it's not that fun. Got into an argument over that over Thanksgiving, so we don't play that game anymore. But anyways, what was I trying to say? Oh, thanks for the support to the channel. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, and watch the mind work or not work of an old man doing this thing he loves. Talking about comic books. Really, these aren't comic books, are they, Nick? Number 5 of this week. He's like, will you please just get on? It is late here at our studio. We've got a lot of things that we are proud of. And look at this. Bob Eggleton doing Gamera, or Gamera, how do you say it? Beautiful Famous Monsters, issue 280. That is cover A by Bob Eggleton. That is gorgeous. That is my favorite book of my Gamera books tonight. There you go. I said it. Goes anywhere from $20 to $30. Solid pickup at $25. And yes, I did do that. I do understand what it. I'll show you on the next one. Nick. So our booth is booth 47, but our code, our dealer code, is 247. So if you look at this, that's our price tag. That way you know. There it is right there, 247. And then what we found out was the stickers. So this was expensive. These are oversized. They don't fit. So we lowered it to put this in. They're too thick and they don't come off. And Michael and I went through a whole roll. This is all trash now. Went through a whole roll trying to put stickers on the stuff that was going to the booth. And I got ink all over my hands. And then I had to go take the gun back to Home Depot. And then I had the young man. I was trying not to be a Karen. What is it? A Kevin. So I was being a Kevin. Sorry, Kevin. I didn't mean to offend you, but a Karen. There's a lot of Karens going on here recently, and I just stepped into my little slippers, and I went right to Home Depot and said, this doesn't work in this gun. So he scans everything and then looks, and they have a package of oversized labels for a different gun, different than mine. So I bought the right stickers. It works perfectly. There you go. That's why we have 247 on here. That's what Nikki said. Somebody had asked us that question. All right. I am so sorry. Look at that. This is number 4 of this week. This is Famous Monsters of Filmland, number 281, cover B by Bob Eggleton with the, how do you say that, Nick? Is that a screwed up Chusu? Oh, Cthulhu? Cthulhu. Oh, sorry. Take that, light. Beautiful looking cover. Awesome monster. Also $20 to $30, a solid pickup at $25. So now I'm going to have to make sure that you're not giving me made up names, Nick, to get me say something stupid. We try not to get into political rants while we're here, and Nick felt the urge to pull my leg. Number 3, look at that. This is an iconic pose. Godzilla always eating a train. I think it's from him using it like a train floss. Sorry, that's a stretch. But this is also number 274. Really confusing. Cover C by Bob Eggleton. So I hope they paid you for this, Bob. I mean, if you did 3 covers or 2 covers and somebody else did a cover, that's cool that they commissioned your artwork. I'm a sucker. I bought it, so I just, yeah, all right. I'll stop sucking up. All right, so $20 to $30, solid get at $25. Do you guys, what's your famous monster? G-Fan was giant, like G-Fest is from the group, but it's all like the giant kaiju monsters. I know there's Frankenstein, Wolfman, but I like the big monsters myself. I always loved King Kong. Growing up watching King Kong and then fighting Godzilla was just awesome. And we watched the Gargantuan. Hey, I don't know how to say that. So the comic book we were showing you in that, holy crap, Nick, $2,100, 125 Godzilla comic books in a short box, all went to the shop. Yes, those are the ones that we were talking about. I took your advice, I put them in one box, and I took them. There's a cover of Godzilla fighting the Gargantuans, and there's a movie from the late 60s about the Gargantuans. One that was on land and one was from sea. And the one from sea was a bad one, and they fought. Anyways, Toho, old Toho movie. Yeah, there we go. That's the segue. Yes. What's the segue? He said about 22 pounds fully charged. Look at this. So this is number 2. More famous monsters. King Ghidorah. This is a 2015 San Diego Comic Con exclusive. $25 to $35. Awesome cover. Another Bob Eggleton cover. Beautiful. Put that up on the wall. $30. Yeah, I got these all from Emerald City, Nick. Your mom and I went down there for John's birthday party. All right, we're getting down to it. Number 1. All right, this is going to break from tradition. Look at this. So this is IDW. This is the 70th anniversary. It's a variant cover. I love it. I don't have the artist's name. Do you guys know this gentleman's name? What is that right there? Tyler. I can't read it, Nick. I have glasses. I get closer. Can you read it? What does it say? Don't do that. Come on, focus. I have glasses, Nick, and I can't read it. Michael's here. Tyler Tromi? I don't know. You guys know that? Help me out down in the comments. Nikki said he's looking it up right now. But it's too late. This is a beautiful hardback. Picked this up recently. Goes between $30 and $40 now for the variant cover. Solid get at $35. Put that up at the big wall. So last but not least, our bonus. Our bonus, you guys know, we featured it earlier in a video. We'll put that right there. Nick said he's already over trying to find out who that artist was. The bonus of this week, not just the us issue, but the real bonus is none other than this is the Marvel's Omnibus Godzilla, the original Marvel years. We are trying to complete this set. It's got a cover of $100, and it goes between $90 and $110. And then the variant cover goes about $5 cheaper than this one. But look, those are the two that we're missing from the set. So we're missing 23 and 22. We have the rest. Now most of them are in good, very good, maybe fine minus, but I have some that are a little bit better. It's just a hard set to find in good condition. Back in the day, I read the snot out of these and kept them not in good condition. But we did pick up a couple issues here and there. That huge run we had picked up from Parts Unknown here in Greensboro. Even though they left in the box, a bulk of those Marvel books came from Parts Unknown, and then the other, I'd say maybe 2/3, and then the other 1/3 was from Acme Comics downtown, and then of course we had about 6 issues here in our back stock. We're always buying them, even in reader conditioner. We're buying them $3 to $5. Easy $5 bill just to get them because people want to read them. Now this is awesome. This was a birthday gift to me. I want to thank my kids, not you, Nick, because you didn't do this. You didn't bring me back anything from Disney, you little shit. I'm gonna put that up on the wall for the bonus. $100. Nice. Mickey's like, did you just come over here for me to abuse you? Yes, the answer is yes. All right. So this week's hunt total, dun, 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 here, 365. Like a year, 365 days a year. This hunt total, let's put that up on a big wall. 365 big ones. And that's for all of them, right? If you buy them all, I'm jumping ahead. 10% off, all you gotta do is hit the like and subscribe, and you can get 10% off any of your orders. And if you're a big game hunter, Nikki's already putting his shoes on. He's ready to get out of here. If you're a big game hunter, 270. It's easier to show you there, Nick, so I can read it. I'm going to put that up on the wall. Jeez Louise. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, Nick. That saves 25% off if you buy them all, and you get free shipping in continental US of A. There we go. You got to get the kinks out, Nick. I want to thank Nick. Welcome back. And I appreciate you guys sticking around. It's been real busy the last couple weeks, and we've had, videos almost every day. We're stockpiled, and we're ready to go. But if you did notice, look at that. Our supply is low, so we won't be able to do. I think we have 2 behind the hunts that we'll have for you this weekend, I believe, with books that we've already processed, but we can't access. We're already stockpiling 3 weeks worth of books down here because we're out of materials. These are all done, so you'll get a lot of top 10s this week. That's it, guys. Reach out in the comments. A lot of people have been talking at me. I do take the time to answer everything. Nick said he will answer all the questions through our email. That's here. You can contact us, Instagram, ToyHunterTony, Facebook, Toy Hunters Club, and ToyHunterTony on Yahoo. And that's also our PayPal. So you can pay us through that. And that's it. And you can also find us at TikTok. And now that Nick's back, he said he's going to release more stuff on TikTok. All right, Nicky. Guys, I'm out of here. Tired. It's late. Have a good week. And we'll see you in a couple days with the next episode of our Top 10. Thank you. See ya.